with a disgruntled ex-WWE star and more. This is Pro Wrestling Central. My name is John, and you're watching the Wrestling Report. Touching on what is next for him after departing WWE earlier in the year, Braun Strowman said this in an Instagram video.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? It's time to address the elephant in the room. That being me. And the question that everybody wants to know, Adam, what's next? It's no secret, the last decade plus of my life, I've traveled around the world getting hit in the head and kicked and slammed and punched and vice versa to other people and smashing cars and everything else in between. And it's been an absolute amazing ride. Not saying that I'm not going to get back in the ring and whip somebody's ass, because we all know I can. But it's an opportunity for me to try some new stuff, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to rekindling relationships with family and friends that I've missed out on and things that, you just don't get to do while you're on the road because it's so busy. I'm looking for real, organic things and passions and experiences. And while I've been so blessed to be able to travel the world and get to sample the finer things in life, now is an opportunity to do even more. And with my passion and my exciting new television show coming out in the food space, talking about food, trying food, the cars, my passion for that, my passion for spirits as well. I've really, really learned that I like tequila. Not just any tequila. It's got to be good. I'm talking real good. Talking organic, no additives, something that just dances on your palate, makes you come back for more, saying thank you. I found one. After I asked many people to send me suggestions, I found one that, reminds me of me. They're hardworking, they believe in themselves, they don't cut corners, and they're not full of shit. Something that is so important to me now. I'm looking for no frills, no BS, and something that I can support. Because, let's be for real, there's tons of celebrity-supported brands in all different spaces out there. That's why I don't think I'm a celebrity. I'm just a redneck that had a cool job. I'm a redneck that enjoys tequila. I'm a redneck that enjoys good tequila. Maybe I'm even your tequila poppy. So that being said, I'm making a journey into a space that I've never been before. I can't wait to share it with you in the tequila that I've grown to love, that I believe in, and that I want to support along their journey and bring it to every one of y'all. I cannot wait to announce this. Stay tuned.
Going over the future of All Elite Wrestling, Ringside News said AEW may be doing solid numbers on paper, but behind the scenes, there's growing concern that the company still isn't seen as must-have programming by TV networks, especially compared to WWE and UFC. During a recent episode of Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer discussed AEW's shaky standing when it comes to future TV rights negotiations. While WWE and UFC are pulling billion-dollar deals, AEW isn't viewed on that level. WWE and UFC are sure things, AEW is not a sure thing. That statement was Meltzer's way of explaining how media buyers and network executives currently rank AEW, not as essential viewing, but as replaceable content that hasn't fully proven itself. The pressure is only growing as AEW approaches another round of media rights talks. Meltzer also pointed out that AEW's core audience is younger and increasingly watches via streaming instead of traditional TV, which complicates ratings metrics. Everyone I talk to is watching on streaming. It's a miracle to me they're even doing what they do on TBS now. That shift in behavior may be great for convenience, but bad for ad revenue, which TV networks still depend on. Streaming doesn't deliver the same kind of immediate commercial value, which means AEW needs to secure a strong digital deal to stay competitive. As for AEW's recent ratings dip, Meltzer shut down speculation that men were tuning out. Instead, he identified two specific groups that dropped off. The big losses in the last couple of weeks were women and the over 50 audience. The male demo held steady. Meltzer said AEW ran into stiff competition from other shows that attract those demographics. The challenge always draws well with women, and the Little League World Series does really well in the older demos. That's where AEW took a hit. The bottom line, AEW isn't in immediate trouble, but it's far from a lock. Without a strong streaming presence or digital integration, the next right cycle could decide whether Tony Khan's promotion survives long-term in a media world dominated by WWE and UFC. When it comes to ESPN potentially obtaining the rights to WWE's video library, Dave Meltzer noted on Wrestling Observer Radio, it's expected that the archives will go to ESPN by the end of the year. That hasn't been confirmed 100%, but that is the expectation internally. Not just WWE Network's archives, but also WWE's YouTube Vault content, classic matches, historical documentaries, everything. ESPN wants to own all of it. Recalling his firing from WWE after allegations of domestic violence emerged, Odyssey Jones told the Generation of Wrestling podcast, yes, WWE mishandled the situation. Even when I talked to them about it, when they called me and first told me, I laughed on the phone because I knew what happened. At the end of the day, it was a woman who was upset that I was making moves without her. The narrative was that it was my girlfriend throwing me under the bus, but it wasn't my girlfriend. It was one of the women I was seeing while traveling. She got upset she wasn't the one, and upset she didn't get the access she thought she deserved. Most of it is public. There were prior problems you can look up. This goes back to my ignorance, my naivety and lust, because I gave her a second chance she didn't deserve. Instead of working to be on the same level, she decided she was going to tear me down. TKO was transitioning into being more corporate, and they were scared. To this day, almost a year later, I still don't even know what was said. I don't know what was even fully told. They just had me jumping through hoops to try to get information. The young lady isn't answering anything. She hasn't shown up to any court cases. She's not answering any summons. It was really just a hurt person trying to hurt me one more time, stab me in the back, and run away. Talking about the surgery he will need for his neck injury after Forbidden Door, Will Ospreay told CBS Sports, I have that stubborn pride about myself that I would love to come back in the ring and continue doing what I was doing. But I feel like that's what's happened, and that's the reason why I've gone down this route. I might have to kiss this part of my high-flying offense goodbye now. It's something that I'm not ready to let go. I'll be honest with you, I'm not ready to let go of that side of me because I think that should be done on my terms. I don't know if that's on the card, so I've got to hope that after this I can still pick up where I left off. But if not, all the greats have done it. Jushin Thunder Liger's done it. AJ Styles has done it. I call myself the Billy Goat for a reason. I think I can adapt. Vince McMahon was spotted over in New York City, leaving a restaurant with Bruce Pritchard, JBL, and Gerald Briscoe.
¿Cómo se llama?
Going over issues with WWE ticket sales, Ringside News wrote that WrestleMania 42 may be stacking up record-breaking seat prices, but there's already concern building behind the scenes, and it has everything to do with WWE struggling advanced ticket sales. On a recent episode of Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer broke down the concerning trend plaguing WWE's domestic shows. According to him, the company's early ticket sales, often used as a key gauge of fan enthusiasm, are starting to crash. There are more low advances than I've seen since Cody Rhodes got them hot 3 years ago. Meltzer clarified that while overall attendance still looks decent, thanks to last-minute purchases and walk-up crowds, the advance numbers are slipping in a way that hasn't been seen since early 2022, before Cody Rhodes returned and sparked WWE's recent boom. So what's driving the shift? Meltzer pointed to fan frustration over inflated ticket prices and inconsistent value. He explained how the word has spread among fans who bought tickets early only to find out they were sitting beside others who paid significantly less. Too many people bought early and were next to someone who paid 1/3 the price. That got around. That kind of sticker shock has conditioned fans to wait it out. Instead of pre-ordering months ahead of time, fans are now waiting until the 11th hour, hoping for price drops, sometimes scoring the exact same seats for thousands less. And that's where things could start to backfire. If fans don't feel pressure to buy early or see no value in doing so, WWE could eventually see arenas that don't fill at all. Meltzer didn't call out any specific shows by name, but stressed that this growing pattern is real and concerning. This comes at a time when WWE is charging its highest ever prices for premium experiences. WrestleMania 42's front row seats reportedly $70,000 for the full weekend. Even rows 2 and 3 will cost fans between $35,000 and $50,000. As of now, it looks like fans may be checking their wallets before rushing to grab those seats. Explaining why WWE may never end up signing AEW's Toni Storm, Dave Meltzer said this on Wrestling Observer Radio. WWE may not want to recreate her AEW gimmick. That's not usually how they operate. Tony Khan would likely outbid them anyway. She's one of his top stars right now. And this was your pro wrestling news update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all later.